Welcome to the Dan the Man, aka Daniel's son, Spotlight, and we are talking about the legendary, my favorite. You could call him country, you can call a little bit rock and roll, you can call him a rebel, you can call him gospel, you can call him the Man in Black. We are talking Mr. Johnny Cash. That's right, Johnny Cash. I thought it'd be appropriate to start off the spotlight. It's all about him. He was a character himself when he lived. This guy was amazing. Now, excuse me, I'm not afraid to say that, hey, I didn't know who Johnny Cash until the Walk the Line movie came out. I knew I heard some of his stuff, but I really didn't expand my music genre. Now I listen to country, I listen to reggae, I listen to rock, I listen to rap. I listen to all genres except Spanish music. And I'm Mexican. The irony in that. Well, anyway, so after watching Walk the Line, I really loved the music that Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon were, doing. And this was the man, Johnny Cash. So what did I do? Research. Really, came up, bought this Walk the Line CD. I really love that CD. I thought Joaquin Phoenix's voice was great, but went back, got all the Johnny Cash music you can get, and damn, man, this guy really he is one of my, I don't want to say a role model, but he's definitely up there. Is legendary. He really influences me to this day. This guy's gospel in his music, him and June Carter, when they collab, I love when they collab. Oh man, you could name all the hits. You can name Ring of Fire, Walk the Line, Folsom Prison. I love Hurt. I remember watching the music video of Hurt, I was like, and I believe June Carter was in it, but she died first, and then a few months later, Johnny Cash died. It's a true love story. It's crazy how these two, got together. It's kind of sad, since they portrayed his wife as being like nagging, just, where are you, Johnny? Why are you always out there, Johnny? But that's not necessarily the case. I did some research, and the kids said that's the way they portrayed their mother, his first wife, was totally wrong. She was always supportive of Johnny Cash. She was never, sure, it was like bad because she probably had a feeling that, Miss June Carter and Johnny were, together, and then plus Johnny Cash's drug addiction and stuff. But she was actually a really nice woman, and she really was an understanding woman. She loved Johnny Cash very much. So that's kind of, there's always something. This is why this guy he's a character. He's a character in his own movie, because there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of things that go on. There's a lot of things that you're not going to like, and there's a lot of things that you're going to like. So, that whole situation was pretty sad, but what you could just tell that June was the love of his life. And watching that Hurt video, man, dude, I didn't cry, of course, because I'm a man. But I really sensed the emotion, the impact, the legacy. I sensed everything in this one video. And of course, it wasn't his song. I believe it was Nine Inch Nails, somebody's song. It's one of the a very popular group's song. Can't remember. But man, that video, just seeing him, old, rugged, just kind of like he's like one last hurrah. This guy really, that video really just culminates everything. And it's kind of funny because they do a spoof on Johnny Cash called Dewey Cox, and that's kind of funny. It's like the whole point is, Dewey to have that one song that culminates his whole life. And that video for me of Johnny Cash and Hurt culminates his whole life and everything that he's done, and he's ready just to move on and go see June. Because see, it's kind of like a movie. It is what it. Our lives is somewhat like a movie. So it's really cool. Johnny Cash, man, he lived such a crazy life. But going back to Dewey Cox, though, I love it when he says, I'm sorry, I love Dewey Cox. He goes, wrong kid died that day, Dad. Okay, going back to Johnny Cash. Oh man, Johnny Cash. If you know, there's actually a what's it called? I forgot the song. But yeah, there's a. I think Folsom Prison is great. A Boy Named Sue is awesome. I love that song. I get a kick out of that song. Oh man, the June and Johnny Cash, like I said, the collabs were so awesome. I love Jackson. I love, we been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. Absolutely love that song. Or It Ain't Me. I love It Ain't Me. These songs were in the movie. Also the one song. What the hell is that one song called? When the man comes around, doon 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 doon. That When the Man Comes Around was great. I remember watching what was it, Dawn of the Dead, the remake, and that song being the best opening song, and showing of the zombie apocalypse ever. Such a great mix together. I mean, and then you had Johnny Cash having his TV show. I saw a couple episodes, but I'm not really into the TV show. Did you know Johnny Cash almost died? He got pretty much slit almost wide open by an ostrich. True story. Look it up. But Johnny Cash, what he meant to me was like, man, his soul really came out of his music, man. I mean, it was fantastic. It like when I'm in that kind of, I don't want to say in a dark place. I'm not in a dark place, but when I want to hear somebody, pour their emotions out in music, I got to go to Johnny Cash because he pours his emotions out. A lot of people say, I remember in a movie they're like, "Oh man, gospel, you're just singing the same old gospel stuff." But when he's saying it, it's like somebody, told him, "Here is the world. Here is the wickedness of the world. Here is, the light of the world. Here is your story. You're the man that's going to tell it. You're going to be pretty much the voice of pretty much gospel." And that's what it was. A lot of people have Elvis. A lot of people think Elvis is he's the king. I don't know, man. I think Johnny Cash is the king, honestly. Johnny Cash is just so damn good. Now, some of my absolutely favorite Johnny Cash songs I love to listen to, especially when I'm on the road and I'm taking like a road trip, is Fast Back to Sydney. Also, I absolutely love And I Won't Back Down. His version, man, when he does covers to songs, I'm sorry, I think Johnny Cash does a little bit. I think he does the song way better than some of the original artists. And of course, a lot of people love God's Gonna Cut You Down. Sooner or later, it's gonna cut you down. Especially UFC fighters, MMA fighters, they love that song. And also, gotta love I Got a Woman Way Across Town. She's good to me. Oh, yeah. I got a woman way across town. She's good to me. I absolutely love Johnny Cash. I think he's amazing. I have a shirt. He was just a rebel, man. I mean, of course, he was addicted to pills and all that stuff. He was a rebel. He definitely was a rebel. I mean, just going back and just remembering all those pictures he was in, just flipping the bird, always having a cigarette by his mouth or whatever. His look that he would give you, especially young Johnny. Young Johnny was he just looked like the rebel without a cause, and that's exactly what it was. He was a rebel without a cause. So the life of Johnny Cash, I really got to salute. I really love Johnny Cash. The spotlight is on Johnny Cash for today. I think he was just amazing. He was an amazing performer. He was an amazing artist. He was amazing. I don't want to say person, but he was an inspiring, influential person. I mean, he really and the relationship that him and June had was something really special. I could see why they made a movie out of that relationship, because it really was something. And it was different how they met as well from the movie. They met on a TV show, actually, like a David Letterman type thing. Talk show. There we go. Talk show. So, man, just Johnny Cash. Well, what he means to me is the guy, like, if I'm ever feeling down and stuff, I just listen to his music. If I ever feel like especially I love the road trips. Like when I'm driving far, or I used to drive from Santa Maria to Santa Barbara, was like an hour and a half away, or whatever maybe, and I'm by myself. I love to put on some Johnny Cash and just think about the world, think about just a lot of stuff, and just his words really resonate and hit me. And nobody has really done that since. There's Lupe. I could go Lupe, but Tupac. I mean, Johnny Cash is up there with Tupac as one of my favorite, just music artists of all time. I mean, Johnny Cash really means a lot to me, and really meant, like you have Elvis. I always say you can have Elvis. I'll definitely take Johnny Cash, the Man in Black. So, thank you, Johnny Cash, for all the great music that you gave me. Devil went down to Georgia. Yeah, Devil Went Down to Georgia. I think that was it. Yeah, it was a remix. I remember it. So thank you guys for listening. If you love Johnny Cash, like, subscribe. That's right. You better like and subscribe this video if you love Johnny Cash. What can I say? Johnny Cash, man. If I go to karaoke, I'm definitely picking a Johnny Cash song. Oh, yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Let me know your thoughts on Johnny Cash. If you love him, hate him, whatever. Tell me what you think about Johnny Cash, and maybe some facts as well. I mean, there's a lot of things you could take from Johnny Cash's life. Like I said, I gave you the ostrich one, but and then the June and Johnny one. I mean, there's a lot of things. The movie is somewhat. I want to take everything from the movie, like, oh my God, this is exactly what happened in Johnny Cash's life. No, there's much more to it. Check it out. Check out some of his kids. His kids, I think, wrote a couple books as well. Check out that Hurt video. That Hurt video really just, if you haven't seen it, I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. If you watch that video, if you love Johnny Cash, because it's such emotional, just everything culminating in that one video. I really love that video. I think that's one of the greatest videos of all time. Really a great send-off, and a great album too. Johnny Cash, still relevant. I mean, you're never going to get anybody else like Johnny Cash ever again. The dude was amazing. So, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys listen to some Johnny Cash. And the song I recommend you listen to is, well, there's a lot. Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy. I got a woman. I got a woman stuck in my head. I got a woman way across town. Yeah, town. She's good to me. Oh yeah, I love that song. All right, see you guys.